Alright, folks, here we are back with our final game of the second season. At the start of the season, we had set goals, one of which was finish in the top half of the Premier League. Currently, we are sitting 12th with one game to go. Everton are playing Man United. Norwich, 1 point above us, are playing Chelsea. So there's a big chance if we can get a win, which is at Burnley, we can get into the top half and succeed in pleasing the board for this season. So big game really, because we've had such a good season. We had such an incredible start to the season, and it sort of petered out recently. I'd really like to end on a high and really nail this 10th spot. And just look, if you look at the league as well, it's ridiculous. From Burnley in 16th down to Middlesbrough in 20th. Middlesbrough are relegated on 21 points. Burnley in 16th at the end of the season are on 27 points. That's what? 3, 4, 5 teams that have been terrible. Swansea could finish on 35 points and finish in 15th. And then the top of the tables has been very close the entire time. Liverpool have clinched it on 84 points from Man City. And then there's some qualification to be sorted out for the final European places. But here we go. We're going to take on Burnley and try and finish in the top half. So, on to the match. Oh no, hang on, that's a lie. Before I go on to the match, how about I show you how we've got on in these past couple of games. So after our Norwich draw, we went away to Man City, and as you'd expect, it was a bit one-sided. We lined up similarly defensive with the two defensive midfielders, but a bit too much box ping-pong meant Bernardo Silva got in and scored. And they've also got Harry Kane up front. If you've been watching some of the previous videos where I mentioned him joining for about 180 million, they've got money to burn. So yeah, he smashed one in from outside the 6-yard box, and then in the corner, nods another one in. 3-0, as we'd expect, really. Yes. Then we went away to... No, then we had Chelsea at home. This started in horrific fashion with the left back, Lewis, getting in at the near post past Gunn, which was quite disappointing. Gunn's been very good for us this season, but in that instance, he was a bit pants. However, we actually got our hand on some goals. So Guimaraes, with his deep-lying playmaker, venturing forward, bit of box ping-pong. Sigankov knocking one in. Then, from a corner, back post action, Joe Linton taps in from 1 yard. Even Joe Linton can score from 1 yard. And then the Messiah scores a header to make it 3-1. It was all very nerve-wracking come the 81st minute when Tammy gets onto a through ball and slots one past Gunn. But we held out. We held out for a really good win. It was very good. Then we went away to Liverpool. Liverpool sealed the title here. This was quite disappointing as we were on the attack. And then a quick break and an easy ball through put Martinez in. And Martinez put the first one away. And that was swiftly followed by Mane, who poked another one in. Just a bit too much quality for us, unfortunately. We'd played reasonably well. Obviously, we're completely dominated in the stats, but we got a good, solid number of shots off and on target. Gunn played very well, and he saved a penalty as well, but not enough. Not enough to deal with Liverpool. So that leaves us where we are, 12th in the table. Chance of top half. Gotta beat Burnley. So, on to the game we go. Same formation as we'd always use, except Longstaff's been playing quite nicely in the secondary striker role every time he's come off the bench. So we're going to put him on there and give him a whirl. He's got nice passing. Not the greatest finishing in the world. And nobody expects 14 tackling from somebody playing in behind the striker. But we're going to give him a whirl. We'll give him a start. Other than that, we've switched Terrier to an attacking role to try and get him to dribble a bit more. He's got 14 in dribbling, so I'd hope he'd be able to do something there. I think all those down arrows basically are the same old thing from previous versions, where it indicates that basically he's hit his peak. He's at his maximum stats level, which is fine. He's playing brilliantly for us. We're quite happy with him as he is. Yep. Other than that, I think we've got Maximan's injured again. A few days. Haaland had a little niggle, but he's fit to play. One last game. We need a couple more goals from him. Sort us right out. Burnley lining up with a 4-5-1. Nothing too spectacular that we can't deal with here. They are one of the worst teams in the league, so hopefully we can get some goals in. The fans have been fantastic all season. Go out and give them one last performance to cheer for. Give us some green. A few greens. We'll take that. Right, out come the teams. Let's do this, boys. It's a quiet opening 20. Dear, Burnley on the attack. Oh, good save. Good save done. Oh, he was offside. Oh dear, more Burnley action. Pants. In the air again. We're so susceptible. Here we go. Come on, Terrier. Do your thing. Bit of dribbling. Picks out Haaland. Can't do anything from there, can you, Haaland? Get a corner out of it. Sigankov's not known for his heading. Oh, it doesn't even show us the corner. Give us more, boys. Shouts. More. Give us something. Ooh, nice. Sigankov out wide. Go on, Haaland. Get it to Haaland. Oh. Faffing around with it on the outside. Oh, get the ball in the mixer, boys. Here we go. Oh, Haaland puts it over. And I've knocked my pillow off my chair in excitement. We've had a good number of shots. We've had the majority of possession, but right, we're gonna demand more. Show me something else in the second half. Let's see if we can. I've used this a number of times, but it's not. Although we've got the greens, it's not done enough. Oh, what is that? It's a simple ball over the top. You've been done by Barnes. Please. Oh, it's offside. VAR disallows it. Look at this. He's miles off. How does VAR be needed for that? He was linesman. You should be shot. Right, we're going for it. We're setting left back and right back to wing backs. Got Siganov as an inside forward on attack as well. We've got to win this, boys. No other way about it. Let's go. That's a nothing ball. Nice passing from Burnley. Oof. Here we go. Oh, it's not even giving us a highlight. Here we go. Nice passing. Come on, Kraft. Hit the byline. Hit the byline. Oh, I set you to wing back for that very purpose, to get to the byline. Great tackle, Guimares. Oh, it goes out though. Right, our boys aren't doing it. Jolinton and Longstaff. Shadow striker time. Let Terry be an advanced playmaker. And we're going to bring Almiron on for Sigankov because he's not doing it. Give us something. Come on, give us anything. No, can't give us anything. Ah, that's horrific. That's very disappointing. Well, that's a disappointing end to a disappointing half of the season. We'll let them know what's happening. There's going to be changes. Some of you have played your last game. Heads are going to be on the block. So we end up in 13th, which I think is unjust for how we performed in the first half of the season. But I suppose the league table never lies. Right. So we're going into the transfer period, and we'll see what money we get given. I wonder if it'll tell us straight off the bat. We get 15 million from 13th place. The board of disappointment that the team only achieved a mid-table position. This underachievement is compounded by the fact that we looked like title challengers earlier in the campaign. I agree. So, Club Vision, the board aren't happy with where we ended up, which is fair enough. One win and we'd have been fine there. I've got to find an excuse. First job in management? Don't know if that'll fly. You've been really unlucky with the number of injuries? That Haaland injury did. That's probably going to be what we're going to say. Haaland's injury. We've had a difficult run of games recently. The season's over. Bit late for that. It looks worse than it is. We've not played really well. Unlucky with injuries. Give us time to turn this around. Oh, he doesn't. They don't like that. Tell me what I need to do to save me job. You will be given more time, but you'll be no longer allowed responsibility for certain aspects of the club. Oh, I'm comfortable. Okay, please keep us in the job. Well, things have got hairy all of a sudden. In other more enlightening news, Viktor Tsigankov gets goal of the season for this one against Brighton. Oh, this is brilliant goal. Look at the dribbling. Dances around one. Or is there not more? I'm sure he dribbles around more. No, he doesn't. Fine. Well, it's a long run and he slots it in the bottom corner. I think he scored better goals than that this season, but as you were, game. Right. Here we go. These are our expectations for the next season. Play attacking football, sign under 23s, develop young players. Work within the budget. Next season, we've got to become recognised as the best of the rest and qualify for the Euro Cup 2. Right. Okay. Big season ahead, guys. So I'm going to go into the transfer market. We're looking for centre-backs with good heading. We're looking for some solid midfielder to play in behind Haaland and maybe somebody to complement Haaland for when he's injured. 4 good first team players and maybe a couple of youngsters depending on what the finances look like. I'll see you for the start of next season where things are getting serious. Until next time, in a bit, guys.